Improving in R6 is a novelty these days. We're so quick to look for tips and tricks that fool us into thinking we've become better or smarter, when in reality the depth of our gameplay hasn't changed. To truly improve, we must understand our mistakes from a fundamental and strategic perspective in order to improve on the quality of our gameplay overall. In doing so, we can then perform better on a consistent basis and reap the rewards of a better KD and a better rank. That's why I took one of my best solo queue matches and broke down the details round by round so you can see the differences in smart strategic gameplay and the tiny mistakes that can lead to a lost round. Not only should you take away the tips spread throughout this video, but try and learn how I analyze my own gameplay so that you can do the same with yours. Droning is one of the biggest things when getting kills too. Like, if you have the information for stuff, it allows you to make the plays, it allows you to make decisions on that stuff. So getting information using drones is very important. They have Echo and Valk here, so they have a lot of information. This is something you do need to note as well when you're playing, is like, what are they bringing that is gonna allow them to do stuff? So here they have Valk, they have an Echo. This is a lot of info. This means that they could nitro through the floor. Cafe is there's a lot of soft floors on Cafe. That's one thing to note. I don't want to be on soft floors for too long because I don't want to get nitro celled. Thorn traps, got to be careful of that. And then whoever else they have, just taking notes of who you're playing is always a good idea. I don't think I've said that, but that's just something that you should probably already know anyway. What is going on? My teammate shot my drone, and that's all my info gone. I have no info at this point. How am I supposed to do anything without info? So using my sense gadget, I can block off the door, open up the wall, add some pressure to those piano players. I heard this guy flanking. Flanking in the first minute and a half of a round is usually not a good idea, especially when you're Pulse, which is also more information. So they have Valk, Pulse, and Echo for info. So they literally have info on everything. Pulse is dead, so his info is dead with him. That's a good spot for a Claymore. That's all I was saying there, which it is true, because they kind of, you see the way Pulse ran up the staircase. Yeah, so here I'm using my sense walls to try and block off the line of sight in piano and the one. So if they're on New Hatch or if they're in Sugar, this will block that off for me. And this will block anyone in piano from seeing me as I push through here, because jumping through a little crouch rotate, it makes you very vulnerable. So using the wall, I can get in. So like using your utility to take control stuff is how you want to use your utility, whether there's people there or not. He just ended up swinging it. Since his gun is horrible, I lose the gunfight. And I die. I mean, yeah, I died. I mean, if he didn't run through it, I probably would have got piano control and been in a better spot. You can see me getting pinged, so they have an Echo or a Valk camera or something on me. There's the info. At that point, it's really hard to say how you should get kills because I had no drones. Like, I couldn't figure out where anyone was. If I had a drone, I could have droned piano and figured out, oh, Malusi is playing pretty aggressive on piano. And then from there, you know, maybe we can nade her through the floor. Maybe I have to push in through shop on her. Maybe I have to push in through the breach. Maybe I have to rotate around and go to a window. But I had no info, so it's just, all right, I'll try to block this off. Hopefully no one's there and I can maybe get piano control. Like, you're just kind of guessing at that point. If you don't use drones at all, like, you're literally just guessing all the time, and this video probably won't help you at all, but hey. Here I have my drone on the backside. So this is, again, great info. This area is super strong if you get control, because it allows you to hold the red hall, this hallway right here where Capcan just came out of, and it allows you to just hold their rotates in and out of sight. I tagged that Capcan up, did a little bit of damage. Probably should have killed him there. I feel like if I was running like anyone else's gun, I probably would have killed him because he was in the middle of the open and I just kind of whiffed. Anyway, he ran back to sight. He was a little bitch boy about it. And then I used my wall to get in here. So I know this area is clear, but I don't know if code is clear on the right side there. So rather than droning it and then having to re-drone this to make sure nobody else came back, I can just use my wall to block this off and then take the back control. So even if he's in coat, I can get in here safely without him just killing me from coat. I got unlucky. This was unlucky. So in this circumstance, if I have a teammate, so if I'm not solo queue right now, I could have somebody sit on this backside drone and he can call out the guy on brown stairs. Now, I just heard it off audio, so I kind of flicked over. I didn't know if he has brown stairs in this back corner because I don't think I droned this back corner out, so he could have technically been like prone there the whole time. So I just started pre-firing it, lost the gunfight. It happens. You know, I just died. I was trying to take all this control by myself. That's a lot to bargain for, and it didn't work. Obviously. Stop fucking holding that angle. Stop it. I was just making fun of my teammate there. My teammates didn't. Oh, they lost. No, I thought they won it. Fuck. They lost the 2v1. They brought it from a 2v4 to a 2v1 though. So that was a good effort. I'm not here to criticize my randoms. I just want to talk about my own gameplay and what I could improve on. just so, you know, you guys can understand how to maybe analyze your own gameplay. I'm just judging what I'm doing and seeing like how I could improve upon it, right? Another great drone, like tons of information here. This is really, really good. What happened at the start of this round though? Right, use the DMR to open the hatches. This is another just like cool thing you can do. A good reason to run the DMR as well is just you can just open hatches, which is kind of nice. So I had that pillars drone. So this pillars drone is going to come in handy here because I'm trying to enter through pillars. So get rid of the default cam first before I open the door so they don't know I'm there. I have this drone, but I also have my other drone. So I can use both the drones to kind of figure out what's going on. See? So I switch to my other drone. See that this area is mostly clear. See that this area is clear. I'm like, okay, I can walk in through this door and I can take this room. So I've now gained control without being contested. Almost killed my teammate because I thought that was a bad guy. And now I'm just holding this room. I get swung, I get the kill. This guy has to swing me because if he doesn't, like he's just fucked in a corner, right? I'm holding him in here at that point. So we now have control of this room just because of information, because of drones, and because of Pulse getting beamed again by me. Like at this point, I don't even need to be peeking this stuff. I have 2 drones still. I could just be droning sight. I could be figuring out where these guys are. But instead I'm just dry peeking it. I could be peeking into angles they're holding. I could have died doing this very easily. I actually almost die to this guy in dining. I win the gunfight, but yeah, this would be a better situation where like I don't need to be peeking all this stuff. We need to figure out where they are, and I should just really be droning. I'm in a safe place. I'm not going to get flanked because my teammates in pillars, my teammates on white, like they can't really push me at all. So like getting on my drone here would be a better way to gather more info to actually take safer gunfights. But I was like, I just killed Pulse, I'm the best. So I just kind of fucking peeked the guy. And we did win the round. I got a couple of kills, but there wasn't the most like beautiful way to do it. Now we're on defense. And again, I was playing Warden and Sense all day this day. I tried to spawn kill. You can spawn kill if you feel like it, if you're good at it. If you can get kills from it, like you might as well do it. And fuck your teammates if they cry if you die on a spawn peak. People die on spawn peaks. This is just a fact. After the spawn peak, though, they don't know where I'm at, right? So after I run back inside after the spawn peak, I could go downstairs, I could go upstairs, I could go across the middle floor. They don't know where I'm going to go. I just go back to the site usually. But I could have gone on a roam very easily. Yeah, but I just went back to play the shield because nobody was playing it. They weren't pushing like piano side at all. They were mainly just coming like white side. Oh my god. This is a fantastic example of how to get kills with shit aim. This guy doesn't know I'm here. He didn't even drone. We were all watching white side. I think they maybe drone shot, but my teammate on stage shot the drone. So he's going to come in here swinging my teammate on stage because he didn't drone me. He just droned my teammate. My teammate shot the drone. He knows he's there. He's going to come and swing him. So I move over to help my teammate. And even though I'm whiffing on this guy, he's not ready for me to be shooting at him. So I have the advantage just inherently, even though I'm horrible. Free kill, easy money. Okay, so now we're back at man disadvantage, a minute 40. You always want to be checking the clock. And you've noticed like throughout all these ranked games, everything happens in the first minute. It's ridiculous. If people just slowed down and took the actual time of the round to play the round, like people would just be way better in general. So we're at a minute 40. People are just running in. Lack of info, just major lack of info and like major lack of like teamwork in general in ranked. But 2v3, so we kind of need to kill back. I can't like hide in a corner at this point. If I hide in a corner, they're just going to set up for a plant. Like holding this doorway makes it so they can't walk in through this doorway. They could come in through Nubalk, sure, but if they all feed in through, they're not going to all feed in through Nubalk. They may come in through shop and Nubalk, and if they come in through shop at the same time, I'm going to kill a shop guy, and then I can fight the Nubalk guy and take the one-on-one gunfights once again. I have my nitro still, so I could nitro the plant, theoretically.
Top white, IQ.
Yeah, sounds good, Jack. I'll be ready at one. So he calls him top white.
In bathroom.
And then he calls him in bathroom, so I know he's going to come to this bathroom rotate, right? But this is something good to take note of. So in bathroom, but I also hear this guy in white. Right now I'm stuck between the white guy and the bathroom rotate. If I stay here and look towards bathroom, this guy comes up white and he shoots me. If I stay here and still hold this, the bathroom guy comes to the rotates and shoot me. So how do I take both these guys and isolate them into individual gunfights? To take a one-on-one and then another one-on-one. Because right now I'm in a shit spot in a one-on-two. So I have two options. I can either back up into cocktail on my left and hold the bathroom rotate for the guy coming through bathroom, which is probably the better move because this guy coming through bathroom probably doesn't think that we know that he's in bathroom. So he's probably going to be like, oh, I'm in bathroom. I come behind him and shoot in the back, whatever. So doing that, he's probably going to force himself through the rotate. Whereas this white guy is more than likely going to look towards this area when he comes up white, because his teammate's in bathroom. So he knows that this area is clear, meaning he's going to fight this area. So if I back up to the right on the reinforcement, at least I'm not exposed to bathroom, but this guy's probably going to still come up looking at me. So instead, I'll go into cocktail. So going into cocktail, I'm now safe from white side, and I can just shoot this guy in the side of the head when he comes to the bathroom rotate. So that's just the better option there. Now I can try to fight this guy white. I pre-fire him. My teammate stopped calling him out. I didn't realize he crossed. If my teammate called he crossed, I wouldn't have swung so aggressively. I could have just held the bathroom rotate again. But he didn't. I just assumed he would since he was calling everyone else out. Bad assumption. No need to swing there. It's a 2v2, right? After I kill the bathroom guy, I can just chill. I could hide in this left corner, or I could go back to like the cocktail bar, like on my right here. I swung, probably stupid. The first swing was fine. The second swing is where I fucked up, right? Yeah, we lose the round, 1v3, whatever, or 1-3, whatever. I try another weird spawn peek. I don't know why I was spawn peeking all the time. Spawn peek didn't work. Didn't see anybody. I came over here for another spawn peek. That guy got shit on. Now we're in a 5v3. Okay, so, you know, I spawn peeked. Probably didn't need to the second time. Probably could have just chilled, but I was having a good time. So that guy got hashtag neutralized, and I decided to run out the front door again. This is stupid. Unnecessary. Actually, at the same time, though, like, the odds of another one being out there are really low. Like, I didn't see anyone on the barricade. I killed the only guy that I think spawned there, so I ran out to try and maybe kill a guy small bake. Our teammate ended up getting a kill. It's a 5v2. If we just don't throw, we're fine, right? We can all just play together, hide. We could all sit in sight and watch the doorways if we really wanted to. We don't do that. We just run at them, kill everybody, whatever. The round is over. And now we ran a mute cafe cigar shop setup. I don't know why I said cafe. I meant a bar cocktail. That's what it is. That's what the site is. I'm not doing anything. The hatches aren't open, so I'm in a good spot to check cams. Checking this cam is really good when you're playing here, because if they go on this window, they can see where I'm at. So I can see them rappel there on this window, the one that counters this spot. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I gotta move. On self repel now? So I get off the camera and hide in this corner, so I'm not as exposed. I'm still peeking it. I'm expecting him to just punch a hole, and then I can shoot him in the face. But he went to the roof. I know no one's there, so I can go back in this spot. They open the hatches finally. I should probably get off cams. I do. They drone me out. I kind of fucked up there. He dropped. I didn't hear anything. Yeah. So this guy dropped off the sound of the Habana pellets. So as soon as Habana shot the pellets on the wall, he dropped at the same time, so I didn't hear him, which is a really good play, using the sound to do that. I kind of fucked up. Instead of staying in this spot on this hole, which is very much shotgun mute favored, even if they drop here, I'm just gonna shotgun them. But I decided to switch spots, which is stupid, because now I can't watch the drop, and then he's already down, and then I lose the fight because I looked down for the drone. And I just could have sat in the shop, really, and just shot him as he fell. So we did make it to overtime from that. Back on the ward and back to kitchen, we destroyed them on kitchen. So obviously we're gonna run kitchen back. I'm just drone hunting early in the round. So like I said on the attacks, like, it's the complete opposite here. You want to get rid of as much attacker info as you can in the prep phase, because info is everything. Info is everything. If you're on defense and you shoot all these drones, you're going to have a much easier time ratting, hiding in corners, being in places they don't expect, because if they can't drone you, they can't get info on you, and then you're just at an advantage. Just that's how it works. This guy came to the window I was spawn peeking. This kind of pissed me off. Don't do this. Dude, you came to my spawn peek window. Like, I'm sitting here. Obviously, I'm going to spawn peek. Like, I'm not just going to sit here by a window. And then all our teammates died. Definitely got to get back to site when your teammates are dead. Almost got a kill there. Just going to leave that. Took some damage. I took some damage. They took some damage. But now I'm low health. Damn, I had 28 HP here. Dude, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Just look at this. I'm like, Jaeger, can you shoot a hole here so I could throw my nitro? Jaeger's gun is just better for destruction. It does it faster. The Heartbreach duel started going off already, so I just did it myself with the SMG-12. And then after that, he then tries to shoot the hole after the hole's already open. He actually shoots my nitro, which is strange. And then we're in a 2v5. So 2v5, what's the plan? Well, we once again need to isolate gunfights. Now, the problem here is I'm low health, so if I'm swinging people, I could get body shot and die very easily. I'm going to hide until they have information on me, And then I'm going to pick a new spot to hide. I'm going to try to hide as many times as I can in this small area to try and basically I want to hide, get a kill, pick a new hiding spot, get a new kill from that hiding spot, pick a new hiding spot and get another kill from that hiding spot. That's like what I have to do in this situation because they're in a 5v2. They're probably gonna get over aggressive. They're probably gonna think, oh, it's 5v2. We won this game. Like this game's over. It's whatever. We're gonna run in and kill them, which is exactly what this first guy does. He just runs in. I hear him sprinting. I pre-fire. I got a headshot. I'm getting jackal track. So much for the hiding strat. But what I can still do is I can still use this jackal track to their disadvantage. So using the jackal track, I'm on the last ping here. You can see it at the bottom left. I want to sit on the bomb, I guess. So I move forward to get the ping in this area, and then I move back to the bomb. So that ping's not going to be exact, at least. My teammate gets a kill. Very helpful. 2v3s are much easier to win than 2v5s. And I'm basically pinned down. I got guys on my double door. I got guys on my freezer door. I just have to use sound to fight the guys that peek me first. That is the main idea here. I pick a new hiding spot because I know they're droning. I don't want to get stuck on the bomb. So this is a much better spot because they can't push in from freezer unless they push all the way through to kill me. And if they push all the way through, my teammate can shoot them as they're pushing all the way through, right? He can trade off of me to then be in a 1v2. And 1v2s, you know, they're relatively easy to win. So playing this door, if they push in through this door, they probably think I'm still near the bomb somewhere. So if they push in here, I have the SMG-12, super fast fire rate, super good at close range. I'll probably win this gunfight even with low health. And most people won't like check this corner. They'll look over the bunker to see if you're in the bunker. So this is just a good like off spot to play in this situation. I heard the guy hopping through the breach. That's another thing is I can tell when they go into freezer because the hard breach tools are raised up off the ground. So hearing that vault gives you information as to where they are. So now I have the information once in freezer. Obviously the jackal's behind me. He's shooting behind me. My teammate's calling it for whatever reason. He's calling out that jackal's behind me. Like I know I'm getting shot behind. Like yes, he's calling off of my perspective of all things. So that's kind of annoying. But I hear him rotate through Wisty to come around to the breach. So using sound again as info, I know he's coming to the breach. I can play this aggressive angle to kill him when he peeks it. You can tell by my crosshair, I'm not holding the very edge, right? I'm not looking right at the very edge of the hole. I have like whatever, like a foot of space between my sight and the wall. Because that way when he swings into it, my reaction time isn't a fucking millisecond. It's a little longer than that. So by the time I see him and he actually continues moving and I pull the trigger, he's going to line up right with this sight. There it is. He literally walks right into my sight. I don't even have to aim. You don't even have to aim. My teammate dies. I pick a completely new spot. My teammate does say they have 0 cam, so they could have info on me. And I'm like, yeah, that's actually true. There could be a restaurant cam. There could be a small bay cam. There could be a cam literally anywhere for info on that. And obviously they didn't have info on me before in sight because I was literally working them like fucking little bitches. So 1v1, my teammate is still calling out off of my sound, which is super annoying. Just don't call out off your teammate's perspective. You can call out. Call outs are great. Like, absolutely call out. But if you're calling out off their perspective, it's just like they can hear exactly what you're hearing, okay? They hear everything you're hearing, okay? You're not special. But if you have a camera, for sure, call off the camera. He's prep still. Got on his cam. It sounded like prep when he got on his cam. But when he got off, he was on my right. So super weird of him for actually droning once he was in there. But yeah, we won that 2v4. So that was good. And then I'm mad because my teammate's calling off of me. Oh, okay, so they are top floor. I'm sense. I only have one drone, I think, at this point. So using this, I can block off shop and drop on this guy. Dude, this is a bold drop. Use my other one to block it off and push freezer. He pushes through the wall, gives me a very easy kill. They do have the Valk still, so like I still have to be worried about cams, worried about nitros, so I want to try to move into a better spot as soon as I can. The walls, again, let me take freezer. This is really good control. So you got to think about it this way. When you have freezer control and shop control, you now have a crossfire on the site, right? You're making a box on the site. If they push through the site once my smoke disappears, I'm shooting them in the side while my teammate's shooting them in the face. They physically cannot like kill both of us. So I have the push up. My teammate could theoretically plant here if we have like a drone or some sort of info for piano if they flank. He's heaven. There's the crossfire I'm talking about, right? He's shooting at my teammate. I shoot him in the side of the head. Very, very easy kill. Just very simple like positioning tactics right there. But I'm not, you notice I don't push until my teammate starts fighting him. My teammate is the first contact there, right? So I hear him shooting at my teammate. and then I push up and kill him, right? Because I don't know where he's at. The Valk is fucking nowhere to be found, nowhere on site. He's not even denying plant, so he's probably like shop or something. He ends up being like piano side and then running outside to save his KD in a very winnable situation. Super winnable post plant. Like 1v2 is like very, very winnable. And he decides to run outside and die. So interesting choice. Like he didn't even save his KD. There's my 11-4 cafe game. I hope you learned something.